changes once a person builds only to sell.
Yeah, so I think you're asking that a person is building only to exit.
You must have seen such people. And I've often seen that, if I'm not wrong, I don't know if I saw that in Shark Tank India or the US, but that's what it looked like. The moment the judge understood that this person is building a startup only to sell, that becomes a massive red flag and it makes everybody furious.
Yeah, because it's basically variables that you cannot control. No? When you say I'm building to sell, it means the world will line up perfectly at the time you want to sell, at the valuation you want to sell, and you will get out and walk into the sunset.
Yeah.
Aisa hota nahi. It happens in movies, but it doesn't really work. Real life doesn't work like that. Particularly in India, liquidity is very low. Mergers and acquisition is not that deep or that wide. Right? So I think that's why the red flag. Right? Essentially, the view generally is that missionaries, when it comes to startup building, are far better than building and creating value than mercenaries.
Okay.
And a missionary to me is somebody whose mission it is to try to make this change in the world. Right? They're just so passionate about that particular area, and they know so much about that particular area, and they enjoy the process of creating that product or service more than anything else in the world. So in a sense, it's their life's mission, and hence missionaries. Mercenaries are guys who are looking to flip. And for a certain segment, I think it's fine. But unless you have mastery over a certain discipline, and it's a very liquid discipline, like software was in the last 20, 30 years, which was my point, that these guys were constantly flipping companies to the big MNCs that were constantly buying because they value so much. You need an ecosystem like that to even be a mercenary. India doesn't even have that ecosystem. So as soon as you say that, there's a lot of assumptions in that sentence.
Yeah.